this is Dave with Audio in Reviews. Today I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently, and we'll be doing basically the channel's first ever quadruple unboxing and sort of a mini review of each device. We have the Tangzu Waner, the TKZK Ouranos, then the Tanchjim Ola bass version, and then we have the Celest Ruyi boom mic cable. I hope I pronounced all those correctly. And I have to say, this is going to be kind of a challenge because usually I don't have to be so concise and I can ramble if I choose to, but not today because, again, I have a lot of ground to cover and not a whole lot of time to cover it. So what I'm going to do is a quick unboxing of each device, and then I'll quickly share my thoughts on the main points of the sound of each device. But before we start, I have a special announcement because, as you know, Audio in Reviews recently had its first official giveaway with Hi-Fi Go, and again, this was actually not just any IEM, this was for the Let's Sure Galileo Gazaudio collaboration IEM, and we have a winner. So I want to announce that Liam N, you are the winner of the brand new Let's Sure Galileo, so congratulations. I also want to thank Hi-Fi Go and everyone else who entered the giveaway as well. Okay, we'll start with the unboxing of the Celest Ruyi first. Of course, we have the packaging here. Packaging is pretty nice. Inside, we have two boxes. The bigger box has the cable itself, and the other box has the microphone. As for the price, design, and fit, the Ruyi comes in at $29. It comes with a 3.5 termination. This one is a 2-pin, but it also is available in an MMCX version as well. Build quality of the cable is decent, and the design is simple, but it's nice. It's fairly easy to manage and easy to untangle. Now, as for the mic itself, the sound quality is pretty good. I don't really game, but I do Zoom meetings and other types of online meetings occasionally, and it works good for that for sure. It is comparable to the quality of the Apple AirPods mic. There are other reviews out there I know that have audio samples if you want to hear an actual recording of the mic itself. It's a bendable boom mic style, and it also has a foam mic sock that's actually quite effective at reducing the P-pops. It also has an inline volume control and a mute switch for the mic. So the cable quality is decent, as is the sound quality of the mic itself for the $29 price. So next we have the Tanchjim Ola bass version. So this is the packaging. Packaging is pretty nice. On the top we have the accessories box. It has a little carrying pouch. It also has some extra tips and the warranty information. And underneath that, we have the IEMs themselves. On the bottom, we have the cable. Now, this is a revision of the original Ola. The original Ola looks identical to this new bass version, but it has more of a mid-forward neutral tuning and is priced at $40. This bass edition uses a new peak composite dynamic driver and is priced at $43. Basically a retuned version of the original Ola and adds some bass presence to the tuning. Now, I have not heard the original Ola, but some of the complaints I heard about the original was that while the mid-range was really good, the overall presentation was a little too bass light and was generally a thin sounding IEM. I don't know because, again, I haven't heard it. I do know that I had some fit issues with this version, especially with the tips they provided. I was, however, able to fix that for the most part by switching over to my SpinFit W1s. Now, the reason I have the T4 Plus out here is because it actually has a very similar tuning to the Ola bass. However, I think the Ola is actually tuned better, especially in the treble. The mids and the bass are tuned very similarly, but I felt the T4 Plus was a little too mid and treble forward, and the Ola just does a better job in the treble tuning. It has really good treble extension and maintains good treble presence, but delivers it more smoothly than the T4s, and it's much more affordable than the T4 Plus. And as for the bass, it's good. I wouldn't call it a bassy IEM, even though it is the base version as far as quantity. I would just say the base is just right. Now next we have the TKZK Ouranos. Here is the packaging. On the top we have the user manual. Then we have the IEMs themselves. And then on the bottom we have another box here. This is the accessory box. It has a carrying pouch, some tips, and the cable. The Ouranos is a single dynamic driver IEM that comes in at $55, and we know there's a lot of competition at this price point. As you can see, I have a few other IEMs out on the table. I've got the Celest Pandemon, the Gumiho, Droplet, C2 Mech Warrior, and the T4 Plus. And yes, I realize the T4 Plus does cost twice as much, but I have it out for a reason, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But I did want to show you some of the other newer budget IEM entries to the market. Now, one thing I should point out quickly is that when it comes to technicalities, so detail retrieval, soundstage, imaging, and layering, all of these are going to be about the same and what you would expect at this price point. The technicalities they're just okay. Again, about what you would expect for the $50 to $100 price point. The main differences are going to be in the tuning. So the bass, mid, treble levels, and usually the type of tuning that you see at this price point is V-shaped, so elevated bass and treble with recessed mids. But that is starting to change, and you're seeing more budget IEMs that are coming out with a more mature or a proper tuning, at least more attempts at proper tuning. So what kind of tuning do you get with the Ouranos? Well, technically it is still a mild V-shape. It does kind of fall into that V-shape category in my opinion. And now I told you I had the T4 Plus out for a reason, and that reason is because the Ouranos and the T4 Plus are tuned very similarly, and the biggest differences being in the upper mid-range and treble. But the Ouranos, while still having a mid and treble forward signature, just does it better in my opinion. It just sounds better. The mid-range and the treble just have a smoother presentation than the T4 Plus. It also has really good bass performance for its price and even better technicalities at its price. And I would say it rivals the T4 Plus. And again, the T4 Plus cost $120. So a great entry at this price point. Okay, now moving on to our last and final IEM, the Tangzu Waner. So here we have the packaging. On the top, we have a cleaning cloth, and the artwork matches the front of the box. Then we have the IEMs. Then we have the cable. And then we have the tips. So of the budget IEMs that we've looked at today, the Waner is the least expensive. This comes in at a very affordable $15. So it's in the same price range as the Moondrop Chew, Moondrop Quark, 7Hz Zero, Tanchjim Tanya, etc. All four of which are tuned really well for being such budget-friendly IEMs. Now, of those four, the Chew, Quarks, Tanya, and Zero, I feel like the Quarks have the best overall tuning and are just one of the better entry-level all-arounders in my opinion, until now. Because now we have the Waner, and it's tuned really well for an entry-level IEM. It's more neutral and just generally more pleasing to listen to in my opinion, for my ears. For $15, you get a fairly neutral tuning and probably one of the more natural sounding IEMs at this price. Now, its technical performance is just okay, but again, it's about what you'd expect for a budget IEM. So the bottom line is the Waner is really good for the price, and now consumers on a tight budget have one more great IEM they can add to their list of viable options. So that concludes this review. If you're new to my channel and you like my videos, please take a minute and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like this video. Please share this video. I hope you guys have an awesome day.